You are only 50% of the creative equation for your life. For too long, we have been taught to strive for success as if we are solely responsible for the outcome, ignoring the other, infinitely powerful half of the partnership. The universe is not a passive backdrop to your story. It is an active, intelligent, and benevolent co-creator, waiting for you to understand the terms of your joint venture. This book is your official partnership agreement. It delivers the blueprint for collaborating with the cosmos, understanding its laws, and embracing your role as the visionary in this divine enterprise. Prepare to stop struggling alone and start co-creating your most abundant reality with a partner whose resources are truly limitless. Your cosmic co-creator, partnering with the universe and its laws, written and published by Success Attraction Formula. Chapter 1. Meeting your cosmic business partner. Imagine for a moment that your life is a startup company. For years, you have been the sole founder, the CEO, the head of marketing, the product developer, the accountant, and the janitor. You have been working tirelessly, fueled by coffee and sheer determination, trying to make your vision a reality. You celebrate the small wins alone, and you bear the weight of the setbacks in silence. It is an exhausting and often lonely endeavor. Now, imagine discovering that since the very inception of your company, you have had a silent partner. This partner is infinitely wealthy, incredibly well-connected, a master of logistics and supply chains, and possesses a wisdom that transcends all human understanding. This partner has been quietly working in the background, arranging synchronicities and opening doors, waiting for you to simply acknowledge their presence and formally invite them to take a more active role. This silent partner is the universe, your cosmic co-creator. This chapter is your first official meeting, your opportunity to finally shake hands with the most powerful and supportive business partner you will ever have. The single greatest challenge that keeps us struggling is the deeply ingrained illusion of separation. We are conditioned to believe that it is me against the world. We see ourselves as small, isolated beings who must fight for our share of limited resources in a competitive and often hostile environment. This belief is the root cause of all struggle, stress, and feelings of lack. The foundational shift required to live a life of ease and flow is to dissolve this illusion and embrace the truth of partnership. You are not separate from the creative force of the universe. You are a vital and cherished part of it. The same intelligence that spins the galaxies and grows the forests is the very intelligence that flows through you and is utterly devoted to the fulfillment of your highest aspirations. Your first task is to move from a mindset of sole proprietorship to one of divine joint venture. So, what are the qualities of your new business partner? Let's review the universe's resume. Firstly, your partner is infinitely creative and resourceful. It has a proven track record of creating everything you see, from the most distant star to the most intricate snowflake. There is no problem it cannot solve and no resource it cannot access. Secondly, your partner is the master of timing and logistics. It operates on a level of complexity that is far beyond our comprehension, able to coordinate billions of events and people simultaneously to bring about a desired outcome. It knows the perfect time for every introduction and every opportunity. Thirdly, and most importantly, your partner is completely and utterly invested in your success. It does not have a competing agenda. Your joy, your growth, and your expansion are its sole purpose for partnering with you. This is not a partner you need to impress or trick into helping you. This is a partner whose greatest desire is to see you thrive. To begin building a conscious relationship with your partner, you must start by looking for evidence of its work that is already present in your life. Think back to a time when a lucky break or a perfect coincidence happened. Perhaps you were thinking of an old friend, and they called you that very same day. Maybe you were struggling with a problem and the solution seemed to just pop into your head out of nowhere. Or perhaps a chance meeting led to a life-changing opportunity. These were not random accidents. These were the subtle, strategic moves of your silent partner working behind the scenes on your behalf. Start a partnership evidence journal. Each day, write down any small synchronicity, any moment of intuitive guidance, or any unexpected good fortune you experience. By documenting these events, you are consciously acknowledging your partner's contributions. This act of acknowledgement is like telling a business partner, "I saw that brilliant move you made. Thank you. I appreciate your work." This appreciation builds trust and strengthens your conscious connection. Consider the story of a man named David who was trying to launch a new app. He was operating as a sole proprietor, working 18-hour days, feeling stressed and overwhelmed. He felt like he had to do everything himself. He heard about this concept of partnering with the universe and decided, with some skepticism, to try it. He started his first meeting by simply sitting in silence and saying, "Okay, universe, I've been trying to do this all by myself and I'm exhausted. I am now officially acknowledging you as my partner in this venture. I will continue to do my part, which is the coding and the creative work, but I am now handing over the marketing, the funding, and the logistics to you. Please guide me." The very next day, while at a coffee shop, he overheard a conversation about a new grant for tech startups he had never heard of. It was a perfect fit. He applied and got it. A week later, a long-lost college friend, who was now a successful marketing executive, reached out to him on social media. This friend offered to help him develop a marketing plan for free, just because he loved the idea. David was stunned. These opportunities had likely been available before, but his "I have to do it all myself" mindset had blinded him to them. By formally inviting his partner in, he opened his awareness to receive the guidance and resources that were already there. Meeting your cosmic co-creator is not a one-time event. It is a new way of living. It is a conscious choice, made every single day, to release the burden of doing it all alone. It is about waking up in the morning and saying, "Good morning, partner. What amazing things can we create together today?" It is about facing a challenge and thinking, "I'm not sure how to solve this, but I know my partner does." This shift in perspective is the single most powerful thing you can do to introduce a state of grace, ease, and magic into your life. You have the vision. The universe has the infinite means. It is the perfect partnership. Now that you have been formally introduced to your powerful, benevolent, and infinitely resourceful new business partner, it is time to get down to the practical details. Like any successful and professional partnership, this one operates on a clear and dependable set of principles or terms of agreement. What are the fundamental universal laws that govern this creative collaboration? And how can you align with them to ensure that your joint venture is a guaranteed and spectacular success? In our next chapter, we will review the partnership agreement. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 2. Understanding the Universal Laws of Creation. You would never attempt to build a skyscraper without a deep and abiding respect for the laws of physics, like gravity and structural engineering. You would not invest your life savings in the stock market without a basic understanding of the laws of economics. To do so would be to invite struggle and failure. In the same way, to enter into a conscious and successful partnership with the universe, you must first understand and align with the fundamental laws upon which this entire cosmos operates. These are not man-made rules that can be bent or broken. They are the immutable, dependable, and utterly impartial principles of creation itself. They are, in essence, the terms and conditions of your partnership agreement. Learning to work in harmony with these laws is the secret to moving from effortful struggle to effortless flow. This chapter is your orientation, your review of the foundational principles that govern your new joint venture. The most fundamental law to understand is the law of vibration. This law states that nothing is at rest. Everything is in a constant state of motion, vibrating at a specific frequency. Your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and your beliefs are not just abstract concepts. They are real, measurable vibrations. Think of your emotional state as your primary vibrational output. When you feel emotions like joy, love, and gratitude, you are vibrating at a very high, fast, and powerful frequency. When you feel emotions like fear, anger, or despair, you are vibrating at a very low, dense, and slow frequency. This personal vibration is the energetic currency of your partnership with the universe. It is the language your partner understands most clearly. It is not so much what you think you want that matters, but what your vibration is saying you are a match to. This leads directly to the second and most famous of the laws, the law of attraction. In the context of our partnership, the law of attraction is the universe's primary business principle. It simply states, that which is like unto itself is drawn. In simpler terms, like attracts like. Your vibrational output, your personal frequency, acts as a powerful magnetic signal. The universe, in its role as the master logistician, then responds to this signal by arranging people, circumstances, and events that are a perfect vibrational match. It is not a system of reward or punishment. It is an impartial law of resonance, just like the law of gravity. If you consistently broadcast a frequency of frustration, the universe cannot deliver a peaceful, joyful experience to you, any more than gravity can fail to pull a dropped apple to the ground. To experience abundance, you must learn to consistently offer the vibration of abundance. The third crucial principle in your partnership agreement is the law of allowing. This is the trust clause of your collaboration. This law states that once you have set your vision and aligned your energy with it, you must allow the universe to do its part without your interference. This is often the most challenging law for us to follow. We define our desire, and then we immediately try to control and micromanage the how, the when, and the who. This controlling energy is born of doubt and fear, and it creates immense resistance, which slows down or even blocks the manifestation process. The law of allowing asks you to step into your defined role, which we will cover in the next chapter, and to trust your partner to handle its role. You must allow the universe to orchestrate the perfect path, even if that path looks different from what you expected. Allowing is the art of releasing your grip and having faith in your partner's infinite wisdom and expertise. Let's look at this through the analogy of an inventor. An inventor named Clara has a brilliant vision for a new flying machine. Her vision is her what. She can spend years building a prototype, but if her design fundamentally violates the laws of aerodynamics and physics, the universal laws, it will never fly, no matter how hard she works or how passionately she believes in it. It will simply crash. Now imagine she spends time studying and understanding these laws first. She then designs her machine to be in perfect harmony with the principles of lift, thrust, and drag. When she builds this machine, it flies with grace and ease. She did not create the laws of physics, but by aligning with them, she was able to use them to bring her vision into reality. Your desires are your flying machines. The universal laws are the aerodynamics of creation. By aligning your vision and your energy with these laws, you guarantee that your dreams will take flight. Consider a man named Ben who wants to attract more financial abundance. He has met his cosmic partner and is learning the laws. He realizes his dominant vibration, law of vibration, has been one of anxiety and worry about money. He understands that this frequency can only attract more lack, law of attraction. He begins the work of shifting his vibration by focusing on gratitude for the money he does have. He also has a very specific idea of how the money should come, through a promotion at his current stressful job. He pushes and strives for this promotion, but nothing happens. He is trying to control the how. Finally exhausted, he decides to practice the law of allowing. He says to his partner, "I release my attachment to the promotion. I am open to receiving abundance in whatever way is for my highest good." The very next week, he bumps into an old friend who tells him about a new company looking for someone with his exact skills. The new job is less stressful, more fulfilling, and comes with a significant pay raise. By releasing his grip and allowing, he opened the door for the universe to deliver a solution that was far better than the one he was trying to force. Understanding these laws is like being given the owner's manual for the game of life. They are not meant to be restrictive. They are meant to be empowering. They show you exactly how the game is played so that you can become a masterful player. By respecting the law of vibration, honoring the law of attraction, and practicing the law of allowing, you become a perfect and effective partner for the universe. You are no longer working against the fundamental forces of creation. You are working in beautiful, harmonious collaboration with them. You now understand the foundational laws that govern your powerful partnership with the universe. With these essential rules of engagement becoming clear, it is now time to get very specific about your official job description in this grand cosmic enterprise. What is the one critical and irreplaceable role that only you can perform? The role that sets the entire magnificent creative process in motion. In our next chapter, we will explore your divine and joyful responsibility. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula. Give this video a like and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 3. Your Role, the Visionary and Feeler. In your grand and sacred partnership with the universe, you are not the laborer, you are the chief executive officer. You are not the worker on the cosmic assembly line. You are the visionary artist in the design studio. Your primary and most important job is not to figure out the how or to perform the heavy lifting of creation. Your divine and joyful responsibility is to hold the grand vision and to feel the reality of that vision into being. For too long, we have been conditioned to believe that our value and our success come from struggle, from effort, and from the sweat of our brow. We have taken on every single role in our life's business, from CEO to intern, and have become exhausted in the process. The quiet path of co-creation requires a radical redelegation of tasks. This chapter is about fully and joyfully embracing your true and most powerful role in this partnership, the role of the visionary and the feeler. The creative process in your joint venture is divided into two distinct parts with clearly defined roles. Your role, as the human partner, is to get crystal clear on the what and the why. The universe's role as the cosmic partner is to handle the how, the when, and the where. The visionary part of your job is to define the what. This is the act of getting absolutely breathtakingly clear on the reality you wish to create. It is about painting a vivid, multi-sensory picture of your desired outcome in your mind. The feeler part of your job is to generate the why. This is the act of infusing your vision with powerful, positive emotion. It is the practice of feeling in your body, right now, what it would feel like to be living in your fulfilled reality. This feeling state is your primary contribution to the partnership. It is the energetic, capital investment that funds the entire creative project. A perfect analogy for this partnership is that of a client and a master architect. Imagine you want to build your dream home. You hire the most brilliant architect in the world. What is your job as the client? Your job is to dream. You sit down with the architect and passionately describe your vision. You talk about the feeling you want to have in the home, the warmth, the light, the peace. You show them pictures, you describe the layout, you talk about the materials you love. You provide the vision and the feeling. It is not your job to figure out the structural engineering, to source the materials, to manage the construction crew, or to understand the local building codes. That is the architect's job. If you were to constantly interfere, second-guess the architect, and try to manage the construction yourself, you would only slow down the process and create a mess. Your power lies in holding the vision with clarity and trusting the master to handle the implementation. In your life, you are the client. The universe is the master architect. Embracing your role as the visionary requires you to give yourself permission to dream without limitation. Many of us have been taught to be realistic, which is often just a code word for expect less. As the visionary, you must shed this conditioning. Your partner, the universe, has no limitations. Therefore, your vision should be a true reflection of your heart's deepest desires, not a watered-down version of what you think is possible. This involves a process of deep inquiry. What do you truly want? Not what your parents want for you, not what society tells you to want, but what would bring your soul the most profound sense of joy and fulfillment. As the visionary, your work is to get quiet, to listen to the whispers of your own heart, and to bravely and boldly define the vision for your next chapter. Once the vision is clear, you must step into your second, equally important role, the feeler. The universe does not respond to your thoughts alone. It responds to the feeling vibration that your thoughts generate. You can think about having $1 million all day, but if you are constantly feeling the anxious vibration of lack, The feeling is what the universe will respond to. Your job as the feeler is to practice the art of embodying the emotional state of your wish already fulfilled. You must use your powerful imagination to feel, right now, the peace of financial security, the joy of your dream job, or the love of your ideal relationship. This is not about pretending or being delusional. It is an act of energetic alignment. You are consciously generating the frequency that you want the universe to match. This feeling is the magnetic force that draws the necessary components of your vision to you. Consider a woman named Lisa, who is searching for a new job. In her old model of struggle, she would spend 8 hours a day frantically sending out hundreds of resumes, taking any interview she could get, and feeling a constant sense of stressful desperation. She was trying to be the laborer, the marketer, and the CEO all at once. She decides to try the partnership model. She embraces her role as the visionary and the feeler. For her visionary work, she gets crystal clear on her ideal job. She writes down the details: a collaborative team environment, creative and meaningful work, a flexible schedule, and a specific salary. For her feeler work, she spends 15 minutes each morning in a quiet meditation, not just visualizing this job, but feeling what it feels like to already be there. She feels the sense of purpose, the camaraderie with her new colleagues, and the feeling of relief and security from the generous salary. She does this until the feeling is real and tangible in her body. Her only labor is to then take inspired action. One day she feels a calm nudge to check a niche job board she rarely looks at. There she finds a single listing that is a perfect, almost miraculous match for the vision she has been holding. She applies from a place of calm confidence, not desperation. She gets the job with ease. She did her job, holding the vision and the feeling, and allowed her partner to do its job, arranging the perfect how. By fully embracing your role as the visionary and feeler, you step out of the exhausting business of struggle and into the joyful flow of co-creation. You stop wasting your precious energy on the things that are not your job and focus it on the two things that only you can do. You are the one who dreams the dream. You are the one who feels it into being. You have now embraced your powerful and joyful role as the visionary and feeler in this grand enterprise, and your vision for your abundant new chapter is becoming clear and emotionally charged. But how do you officially and effectively communicate this beautiful and potent vision to your cosmic partner? What is the sacred process for presenting your creative brief in a way that is clear, compelling, and guaranteed to be enthusiastically accepted and put into production? In our next chapter, we will explore this essential step. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 4. Presenting your vision to the universe. Imagine you are a brilliant entrepreneur who has just developed a revolutionary new business idea. You have a clear vision and a heart full of passion. Now, you must present this idea to a potential investor, an investor with infinite capital who is already predisposed to say yes. Would you walk into that meeting unprepared, with a vague, rambling, and half-hearted request? Or would you prepare a clear, confident, and compelling presentation that showcases your vision in its best possible light, leaving no doubt about its potential for success? Your relationship with your cosmic co-creator is much the same. While your partner is always available and willing, the creative process is initiated and accelerated when you present your vision with clarity, conviction, and a professional sense of purpose. This chapter is about moving from the internal work of defining your vision to the active process of formally and powerfully presenting that vision to the universe. This presentation is not a one-time formal event, but rather a consistent and conscious communication of your desire. The core challenge that many people face is that their presentation is weak and inconsistent. They might think about their desire for a few minutes, but then spend the rest of the day focused on thoughts, feelings, and conversations that are in direct opposition to it. This sends a confusing and muddled message. To create with power, your presentation must be coherent and aligned. This involves creating what we can call a cosmic business plan, or a creative brief for your desire. a multifaceted presentation that communicates your vision on all levels. The first component of your presentation is the vision statement. This is a clear, concise, and powerfully worded written declaration of your desired outcome. It is the executive summary of your business plan. As you learned in previous work, this statement must be written in the present tense, as if it has already been achieved. It must be positive, stating what you want, not what you don't want. And it must be emotionally resonant. For example, a weak vision statement would be, I want to have a successful business. A strong, compelling vision statement would be, I am so happy and grateful that I am the leader of a thriving, heart-centered enterprise that provides immense value to our clients and generates over $1 million in annual revenue, allowing me and my team to live lives of freedom and purpose. Writing this statement down makes it tangible. It takes it from a fleeting thought and gives it a physical form. This written document is the centerpiece of your presentation. The second, and perhaps most important component of your presentation is the emotional mission. This is the core why behind your vision. The universe responds most powerfully to the language of feeling. Your emotional mission clarifies the specific feeling frequency you wish to experience. This is the heart of your presentation, the part that truly engages your partner. You can write this down below your vision statement. Ask yourself, what is the core feeling that the fulfillment of this vision will give me? Is it freedom? Is it security? Is it joy? Is it peace? Is it creative expression? Your emotional mission might be, the mission of this vision is to allow me to live in a constant state of creative freedom, financial peace, and joyful contribution. By clarifying the emotional target, you give the universe a clear vibrational coordinate to lock onto. Your partner's job is to now bring you circumstances that match that feeling. The third component of your presentation is the sensory mock-up. This is the powerful practice of visualization. Think of it as creating a multi-sensory, virtual reality prototype of your final product to show your partner. A great presentation doesn't just use words, it uses compelling visuals. Your job, in your daily practice, is to create a vivid, sensory-rich mental movie of your vision fulfilled. As we have discussed, you must engage all of your senses. What does your success look like, sound like, feel like, smell like? The more sensory details you include, the more real this mock-up becomes to your subconscious mind. When you consistently present this sensory mock-up to your partner, you are providing a crystal-clear prototype to replicate in the physical world. Your subconscious mind and the universe will then get to work to materialize a reality that matches the detailed blueprint you have provided. Once your creative brief is prepared, with its clear vision statement, its heartfelt emotional mission, and its vivid sensory mock-up, the presentation itself becomes a daily ritual. This is your daily briefing meeting with your cosmic partner. As you learned previously, the best time for this is in a quiet morning ritual. You sit in your sacred space, you read your vision statement aloud with power and conviction. You connect with your emotional mission, feeling the peace and freedom in your body, and you spend a few minutes immersed in your sensory mock-up, your visualization. This daily presentation keeps the project at the forefront of the creative consciousness of your partnership. It is a daily act of reaffirming your commitment and refocusing your shared energy on the desired outcome. Consider an entrepreneur named Maria who is preparing to launch a new wellness product. She crafts her cosmic business plan. Her vision statement is clear and powerful. Her emotional mission is to create a feeling of vibrant well-being and joyful service for herself and her customers. Her sensory mock-up is a vivid scene of her looking at her website, seeing hundreds of positive reviews and a constantly growing sales number, feeling a wave of gratitude and excitement. Every morning she holds her briefing meeting. She speaks her vision statement aloud. She feels the joy of vibrant well-being. She visualizes her successful product launch. She is not just hoping it will happen. She is consistently and professionally presenting a successful reality to her creative partner. As a result, she receives inspired ideas for marketing, connects with the perfect manufacturer, and launches her product with a sense of ease and flow that leads to incredible success. Presenting your vision to the universe is the act of formally initiating your co-creative project. It is the point where you move from a vague idea to a clear, committed plan. By crafting a powerful presentation and delivering it with daily consistency, you are being a clear, effective, and professional partner, making it easy and joyful for the universe to say yes and get to work on your behalf. Your vision has now been presented with clarity, passion, and professional consistency. The project has been officially greenlit by your cosmic partner. Now comes what is often the most challenging and yet most crucial part of the entire creative process for any visionary. How do you now step back and fully trust your partner, the master logistician and miracle worker of the cosmos, to handle the infinitely complex details of the how without your constant interference and worry? In our next chapter, we will explore the profound art of letting go. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula. Give this video a like and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 5. Letting your partner handle the how. Imagine you decide to bake a magnificent, impossibly complex cake for a grand and important celebration. You are not a master baker, but you have been given a sacred and perfect recipe from the greatest pastry chef in the entire world. This recipe is your vision. It details the exquisite final product with breathtaking precision and clarity. Your joyful role in this process is to source the highest quality ingredients you can find and to mix them together with love, presence, and care, following the initial set of instructions. Now, the recipe says to place the carefully prepared batter into a perfectly preheated oven and to leave it untouched for exactly 45 minutes. The oven represents the universe, the master of alchemical and mysterious transformation. What do? The wise baker, full of trust, reverently places the cake in the oven, closes the door, and walks away, confident in the process. The anxious, untrusting baker, however, cannot bear to surrender control. They open the hot oven door every 2 minutes, peering inside, poking and prodding the delicate batter, trying to understand and manage the complex chemical reactions of leavening and heat. In their desperate and fearful attempt to control the how, they let all the creative heat escape, and the magnificent cake collapses into a dense, inedible, and heartbreaking mess. This is the most challenging, advanced, and crucial stage of your co-creative partnership. Having presented your beautiful vision, you must now learn the profound and powerful art of trusting the oven. You must let your partner handle the how. This is the pivotal point where the visionary must learn to fully and completely trust the master implementer. Having embraced your role as the visionary and the feeler, you have performed your part of the partnership beautifully and with integrity. You have provided the what, the clear, compelling vision, and the why, the powerful, resonant emotional fuel. Now, you must gracefully, courageously, and completely surrender the how, the when, the where, and the through whom to your infinitely wise and capable partner, the universe. This can be incredibly difficult, a true test of faith, because we are deeply conditioned by a world that screams that if we are not actively struggling, pushing, forcing, and figuring things out, then absolutely nothing is happening. We feel a deep-seated, almost primal need to control the entire process because we fundamentally do not trust that a positive outcome can unfold without our constant, anxious management. This controlling energy, however, is a potent form of resistance. It is born from doubt and fear, and it is the single greatest obstacle to the swift, graceful, and magical manifestation of your desires. It is, in essence, constantly opening the oven door. The reason it is so vital to release your grip on the how is that your human mind, as brilliant and capable as it is, has a severely limited perspective. From your vantage point on the ground, you can only see a few possible paths to your desire. You might believe the only way to get more money is through a promotion at your current job, or the only way to meet a life partner is through a specific dating app. The universe, however, has a satellite view of the entire globe. It sees all 7 billion people on the planet simultaneously. It sees every possible connection, every hidden opportunity, every synchronistic pathway, and every potential shortcut that could lead you to your desire. It can see the infinitely complex, interwoven web of all creation. When you insist on controlling the how, You are effectively telling your partner, the master strategist with the satellite view, "Thank you for your infinite wisdom, but I'd rather take this small, winding, and difficult dirt road that I can see, instead of the magnificent, multi-lane superhighway you are trying to guide me toward." Letting go of the how is an act of profound spiritual wisdom. It is you acknowledging your partner's superior expertise and allowing it to work on your behalf in the most efficient, joyful, and often miraculous way possible. The universe always, without exception, travels along the path of least resistance. Think of a river flowing from a mountain to the sea. The river does not struggle. It does not pull out a map and try to force its way through a mountain. It simply flows, and its inherent intelligence and the law of gravity guide it effortlessly along the easiest, most natural path. Our attempts to control the how often involve us trying to force a path of most resistance, trying to blast through mountains of obstacles that are not even on our optimal path. Surrendering the how is about allowing yourself to become like the river, trusting that your partner will guide you effortlessly around the mountains toward your ocean of fulfillment. This requires a deep anatomy of trust, which has 3 parts: faith in your partner's wisdom, patience with divine timing, and the courage to act on unfamiliar guidance. You must have faith that your partner knows the best route, patience to allow the journey to unfold naturally, and courage to take the inspired turns when they appear, even if they don't make logical sense at the moment. To help with this profound act of surrender, you can create a simple surrender ritual. When you find yourself obsessing over a problem or trying to force a solution, find a quiet moment. Close your eyes. In your mind's eye, visualize the issue or the desire. See it clearly. Then, imagine a beautiful, ornate, golden box appearing before you. Carefully and lovingly, place the entire problem or desire into this box. See yourself closing the lid and locking it. Then visualize your cosmic partner standing before you, radiating love and infinite capability. With a feeling of profound relief and trust, extend your hands and give the golden box to your partner. As you do, say aloud, "I now release this entire situation to you with love and complete trust. I release the need to know how or when. I trust your infinite wisdom to bring about the perfect outcome for the highest good of all. Thank you. It is done." Feel the weight lift from your shoulders as your partner accepts the box with a loving smile. This ritual, when practiced consistently, retrains your mind to let go and trust. Letting your partner handle the how is the ultimate act of faith in your partnership. It is you demonstrating through your inner state of peace and surrender that you truly believe your partner is wise, infinitely capable, and has your absolute best interests at heart. It is in this beautiful, open space of surrendered trust that true miracles are born. You are now learning the profound and liberating art of trusting your cosmic partner to handle the intricate and often mysterious how. You are embracing your role as the visionary and allowing the master architect to do its magnificent work. But every great and successful partnership is a two-way street. While the universe is orchestrating its magic on your behalf, what is your ongoing role in the day-to-day operations? What are the specific qualities and actions of an ideal co-creator, the kind of partner the universe is absolutely thrilled and excited to collaborate with on its grandest and most beautiful projects? In our next chapter, we will explore how to become that partner. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula. Give this video a like and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 6. Being the partner the universe admires. The universe is not just your silent, invisible, and infinitely powerful business partner. It is also your biggest and most devoted fan. It is constantly cheering you on, celebrating your every expansion, and is infinitely eager and willing to co-create with you. And like any great and brilliant collaborator, it does its most masterful, inspired, and miraculous work for those who are an absolute joy and an inspiration to work with. Having understood the immutable laws of your partnership and having practiced the profound art of releasing the need to control the how, your next and most important step is to cultivate the specific qualities within yourself that make you the ideal partner. A partner the universe admires, respects, and is genuinely excited to bring its best and most wondrous opportunities to. This is not about trying to earn favor, appease a deity, or prove your worthiness. Your worthiness is inherent and absolute. This is about consciously and lovingly embodying the energetic traits that create a smooth, harmonious, highly productive, and joyful working relationship with the creative forces of the cosmos. The primary challenge we face is that our old, conditioned habits from our sole proprietor days often make us difficult and draining partners. We unconsciously bring the baggage of our old relationship with lack into this new, sacred partnership. We second-guess our partner's brilliant moves. We complain and grow impatient when things don't happen on our rigid timeline. We send confusing and mixed signals, and we often forget to acknowledge and appreciate the brilliant work that is constantly being done on our behalf. A partnership plagued by doubt, negativity, impatience, and a lack of appreciation will always be a frustrating struggle. To become an admirable partner, you must consciously cultivate the qualities of an ideal co-creator. These qualities combine to create your unique energetic signature, the overall vibration that you present to the world. A partner with a clear, coherent, and high-frequency signature is one the universe can work with easily and joyfully. The four cornerstones of this signature are trustworthiness, positivity, clarity, and gratitude. The first quality is trustworthiness. How can you, a human being, be a trustworthy partner to the infinite universe? You do this by becoming a person of deep and unwavering personal integrity. This starts with the simple but profound act of keeping the promises you make to yourself. When you receive an intuitive nudge or an inspired idea from your partner, and you promise yourself you will follow through on it, do it. When you commit to your daily ritual of holding the vision, honor that sacred commitment. Every single time you keep your word to yourself, you are building the essential muscle of self-trust, and you are demonstrating to your partner that you are a reliable, serious, and committed creator. A trustworthy partner also acts in alignment with their stated vision. You cannot present a vision for a life of health and vitality and then spend your days engaging in self-destructive behaviors. The universe trusts and invests its most potent creative energy in partners whose actions are in beautiful and consistent harmony with their declared intentions. Another aspect of trustworthiness is being a good steward. The universe entrusts more resources, more money, more opportunities, more creative ideas, to partners who demonstrate that they are good stewards of the resources they already have. This means managing your current reality, no matter how humble it may seem, with respect, wisdom, and care. It means treating the money you have now with gratitude, managing it wisely, and using it in a way that feels good and aligned. It means taking excellent care of the possessions you currently own and appreciating the relationships that are already in your life. By demonstrating that you are a responsible and appreciative manager of your current reality, you prove to your partner that you are ready for more. The universe, like a wise investor, gives more capital to the ventures that are well managed. The second quality is positivity. This does not mean engaging in toxic positivity, which is the act of denying or suppressing genuine negative emotions. An admirable partner is authentic. When you feel sad or fearful, it is important to acknowledge and process those emotions honestly. However, being a positive partner means you do not make those low-frequency emotions your permanent home. You visit them, you learn from them, and then you consciously and deliberately choose to return to your foundational state of faith, optimism, and a focus on solutions. A partner who constantly complains, focuses on problems, and predicts failure is energetically draining. A partner who acknowledges challenges but immediately pivots to find creative solutions, maintaining a core belief in a positive outcome, is an absolute joy to collaborate with. Your positive attitude creates an open and receptive channel for your partner to send its brilliant solutions through. The third quality is clarity. An admirable partner is not fickle. They are clear and consistent in their communication. As the visionary, your role is to hold the vision. Being a clear partner means you hold that vision steady, especially when faced with challenges or delays. You don't present a vision for wealth in the morning and then spend the rest of the day broadcasting a contradictory signal of lack and fear. A lack of clarity is like constantly changing the blueprints while the construction crew is trying to build the house. It creates chaos, wastes energy, and brings all progress to a halt. A clear partner holds their core vision with a gentle but unwavering focus, providing a stable and reliable target for the universe to aim for. The final and most important quality is profound gratitude. An admirable partner is an appreciative partner. Gratitude is the single most powerful way to strengthen your partnership with the universe. Every time you notice a small synchronicity or a lucky break and you pause to say a heartfelt thank you, you are validating your partner's efforts. You are saying, I see you. I appreciate you. Our partnership is working beautifully. This act of appreciation is not just polite. It is a potent, energetic transaction. It sends a wave of high-frequency energy back to the universe, which creates a powerful momentum for more good things to flow to you. A partner who is deeply and consistently grateful for every step of the process will find that the universe is constantly looking for new and creative ways to surprise and delight them. By consciously cultivating these qualities, you transform yourself. You become the kind of partner that the universe is eager to bring its most magnificent resources and its most brilliant, world-changing ideas to. By embodying these noble qualities of a great co-creator, you have made yourself an irresistible magnet for divine collaboration. Your cosmic partner is now actively and joyfully working on your behalf, arranging circumstances and opening doors. But how will you know? How do you learn to recognize your partner's often subtle but brilliant moves on the grand chessboard of life, interpreting the signs, the synchronicities, and the ingenious strategies it employs to guide you seamlessly toward your success? In our next chapter, we will learn to see with new, enlightened eyes. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 7. Recognizing the Universe's Strategic Moves. Imagine your life as a grand, cosmic, and strategic game, like a beautiful and infinitely intricate game of chess. But you are not playing alone, and you are not playing against an opponent. You are playing in a joyful partnership with a silent and brilliant grandmaster who can see the entire board, past, present, and future, with a breathtaking clarity that you cannot tour. This grandmaster, the universe, is constantly and lovingly setting up powerful moves on your behalf, arranging the pieces of your life in your favor, and leaving you subtle but clear clues about the next best step for you to take. Your ultimate success and joy in this beautiful game depends not on your ability to be the most brilliant strategist yourself, but on your ability to recognize, interpret, and gracefully act upon the strategic moves your wise and loving partner is making for you. This chapter is about learning to see the board of your life with new, enlightened eyes. It is about becoming a devoted student of your partner's magnificent strategy and learning to recognize the signs, the synchronicities, and the brilliant maneuvers that are constantly and lovingly guiding you toward victory. The primary challenge we face in recognizing these divine moves is that we are deeply conditioned to see the world as random, chaotic, and often meaningless. We see events as disconnected, isolated accidents rather than as integral parts of a coherent, elegant, and intelligent strategy. To recognize the universe's moves, you must first adopt the foundational, empowering belief that there are no accidents in a consciously created life. Everything that happens, everything you experience, is a form of communication, a piece of the grand strategy, a message from your partner. Your sacred job is to move from being a passive pawn, unconsciously moved about by what seem like random events, to being a conscious and engaged player who is actively and eagerly looking for the loving clues your partner is sending you in every single moment. Your partner's strategic moves often come in several distinct forms. The first and most common are signs and synchronicities. A sign is a symbol, a word, an image, or even a song that appears in your external environment that seems to hold a deeply personal and timely significance for you. A synchronicity, a term coined by psychologist Carl Jung, is a meaningful coincidence, a series of events so perfectly and improbably timed that it defies all probability and feels like a touch of magic. For example, you are thinking about starting a new business centered around your passion for pottery. You then start seeing the word create everywhere, on billboards, in magazines, in conversations. This is a sign, a gentle wink from your partner saying, yes, that's a beautifully aligned direction. A synchronicity would be you deciding you need to find a space for a kiln, and then bumping into an old friend at the grocery store who mentions they have an unused kiln in their garage they would be happy to let you use. These are not random. They are deliberate, strategic moves designed to encourage you, validate your path, and guide your next step. The key is to notice them, smile, and say, okay, partner, I see what you're doing. Thank you for the confirmation. The second form of strategic move is the intuitive nudge, which is a direct internal communication from your partner. This is your intuition. It can come in several forms. For some, it is clairsentience or clear feeling, that quiet, persistent gut feeling, a physical sensation of rightness or wrongness about a decision. For others, it is claircognizance or clear knowing, a sudden, brilliant idea or a piece of information that simply downloads into your mind from seemingly nowhere. Still others experience clairaudience, clear hearing, or clairvoyance, clear seeing in their mind's eye. Your intuition is your partner's primary method of giving you direct, personalized advice. The challenge is that this voice is often quiet and gentle, and is easily drowned out by the loud, anxious, and often critical voice of your logical mind. Your logical mind might scream, "It's foolish and irresponsible to quit your stable job to pursue that creative idea." But your intuition, your partner's voice, might be giving you a calm, persistent, and expansive feeling of yes about that very same idea. Learning to trust the intuitive nudge, especially when it doesn't seem logical, is a master-level skill in this co-creative game. It is you trusting that your partner sees more of the board than you do. The third form of strategic move is the unexpected opportunity. These are the wide-open doors that suddenly and often surprisingly appear in your path, usually in ways you could never have predicted. You have been holding the vision for a more abundant and joyful life, and suddenly a friend calls with a business proposal you never would have considered. A long-forgotten investment suddenly pays off, or you are offered a position in a different city. A common mistake born of fear is to dismiss these opportunities. You might think, that's too good to be true, or I'm not ready for such a big change. Recognizing these as strategic moves from your partner requires you to cultivate a spirit of courage and a readiness to say yes to the unknown. Your partner's job is to open the door. Your job is to have the courage and the faith to walk through it. The final, and often most profoundly misunderstood strategic move is the plot twist, which almost always appears in the clever disguise of a setback, a rejection, or a failure. This is when a door you were desperately trying to force open suddenly and decisively slams shut. You don't get the job you were absolutely certain was yours. A major project you poured your heart and soul into fails to get funding. From your limited, ground-level perspective, this looks and feels like a devastating loss. But from your partner's grandmaster perspective, it is a brilliant and necessary defensive move or a strategic redirection. Your partner can see that the path you were on was ultimately leading to a dead end, a lesser outcome, or even danger. The closed door is not a punishment. It is a profound act of love and course correction designed to pivot you toward an even better, more aligned, and more glorious path that you could not yet see. The key when facing a plot twist is to avoid despair and instead get deeply curious. Ask your partner, okay, I don't understand this move right now, but I trust your strategy. What is this redirecting me toward? This attitude of unwavering trust turns every seeming failure into a powerful and necessary stepping stone. You are now becoming fluent in recognizing the brilliant strategic moves and the loving, supportive guidance of your cosmic partner. The collaboration is working beautifully, and the results of your joint efforts are beginning to pour into your life. So what is the final, most joyful, and most important stage of this creative process? How do you fully and gracefully receive, acknowledge, and celebrate your joint successes to lock them in and pave the way for even grander and more magnificent creations in the future? In our next chapter, we will learn this vital and beautiful art of celebration. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 8. Celebrating your co-created success stories. Imagine a team of dedicated and passionate athletes who have trained together for years, supporting each other through grueling practices and difficult losses, all with a shared vision of winning the championship. The final game is played, the final buzzer sounds, and they have won. It is a moment of pure, unadulterated triumph. What do they do in that moment? Do they simply nod to each other, quietly pack their bags, and go home as if nothing of significance happened? Of course not. They erupt in a joyous, uninhibited, and glorious celebration. They hug, they shout, they lift their trophy high for all to see, and they spray champagne in a shower of shared victory. This powerful act of celebration is not just a frivolous after-party. It is a crucial and sacred part of their entire process. It is the moment they collectively acknowledge their victory, honor their hard work and their successful partnership, and emotionally and cellularly integrate the new reality of being champions. The celebration solidifies the win and builds the energetic and psychological momentum for all future victories. In your profound partnership with the universe, this final act of celebration is just as vital. Each manifestation, each success, is a co-created victory. Learning to celebrate these successes with deep, heartfelt, and uninhibited gratitude is the final and most joyful stage of the creative process. It is how you fully and gracefully receive your good, deeply honor your partner, and permanently lock in your new, successful reality. The primary challenge we face in this final and most rewarding stage is a deeply conditioned tendency to downplay, dismiss, or immediately move on from our own victories. This can stem from a variety of old limiting beliefs, a feeling of unworthiness, I don't really deserve this, a fear of seeming arrogant or boastful, or a relentless forward-driving focus on the next thing on our to-do list. You might manifest an extra $1,000, and your first thought might be, well, it's not the $1 million I really want. Or you might achieve a long-sought-after goal, and instead of pausing to savor the accomplishment, you immediately start stressing about the next bigger goal on your list. This is like your cosmic partner delivering a beautiful, thoughtful gift to your doorstep, and you barely glance at it before asking, okay, what else have you got for me? This lack of acknowledgement, born of old habits, can short-circuit the beautiful, self-perpetuating flow of abundance. Celebration is the conscious and joyful act of receiving the gift with open arms. It is the energetic equivalent of signing for the delivery with a flourish, confirming to the universe that the gift has been received and is deeply, profoundly appreciated. This completes the creative cycle. Every success in your life, no matter how big or how small, should be framed as a co-created success story. It is a living testament to the power and beauty of your partnership. The practice here is to become a masterful and enthusiastic storyteller of your own successes. When a manifestation occurs, your sacred job is to pause, acknowledge it, and tell the story of its creation. You can do this in a journal or by sharing it with a trusted and supportive friend. For example, if you successfully attract a new ideal client into your business, you can take a moment to write or speak the story. First, my partner and I got clear on the vision for my ideal client. I focused on the feeling of working with someone creative, respectful, and joyful. Then I let my partner handle the how. I was guided to attend a specific networking event I wouldn't normally go to. That was my partner's strategic move. I trusted the nudge, and at the event, I had a wonderful, flowing conversation with someone who turned out to be a perfect fit. We did it! This partnership works. By framing it as a co-created success story, you honor both your crucial role as the visionary and your partner's brilliant role as the implementer. This storytelling strengthens your belief in the process and makes you more aware of the magic at play. The most powerful and high-frequency form of celebration is the expression of pure, specific, and heartfelt gratitude. Gratitude is the very language of a thriving, intimate, and healthy partnership. It is you looking your cosmic partner directly in the eye and saying, with every ounce of sincerity in your heart, "Thank you. I am so deeply and profoundly grateful for what we have created together." This gratitude should be as specific as possible. Don't just feel a general vague sense of thanks. Be specific about what you are grateful for. Thank you for the brilliant and creative marketing idea you sent me this morning. Thank you for arranging that perfect, synchronistic meeting with my new mentor. Thank you for the unexpected check that arrived in the mail, which was more than enough to cover that bill. This specific, detailed gratitude shows that you are paying close and loving attention, and that you do not take your partner's constant and intricate efforts for granted. This high-frequency energy of deep appreciation is magnetically irresistible. The universe, like any loving partner, delights in being appreciated, and it will be inspired to bring you even more magnificent things to be grateful for. A crucial aspect of this is learning to receive gracefully. Many of us are uncomfortable receiving compliments, gifts, or help. When someone praises our work, we deflect it. When someone offers a gift, we say, "Oh, you shouldn't have." This is a subtle form of blocking abundance, rooted in feelings of unworthiness. To truly celebrate your co-created successes, you must learn to be an open and gracious receiver. When the universe sends you a gift through another person, be it a compliment, an opportunity, or a physical present, your only job is to look them in the eye, smile, and say a simple, heartfelt thank you. This simple act accepts the gift, honors the giver, and signals to your partner that you are open and ready to receive even more. As you cultivate this joyful habit of celebration, you will finally and permanently heal the upper limit problem. Celebration is the ultimate antidote to the fear of things being too good. It is you consciously and repeatedly giving yourself permission to feel good, to enjoy your success, and to integrate a new, higher level of abundance into your core identity. Each sincere celebration expands your capacity to receive more. You are gently, joyfully, and permanently raising your energetic thermostat, making success, joy, and abundance your new, comfortable, and familiar state of being. You have now journeyed through the entire, powerful process of forming a conscious, collaborative, and deeply rewarding partnership with the universe. You began by formally meeting your cosmic partner, and then proceeded to understand the fundamental laws that govern your sacred joint venture. You have fully embraced your divine role as the visionary and the feeler, learned how to present your vision with clarity and power, and practiced the profound art of letting your partner handle the intricate details of the how. You have cultivated the noble qualities of an admirable partner, learned to recognize the universe's brilliant strategic moves, and finally you have learned the joyful and vital art of celebrating your co-created success stories. You now hold the complete blueprint to move from a life of solitary, exhausting struggle to one of joyful, magical, and miraculous co-creation. Thank you for taking this profound journey of empowerment and remembrance with us. We are honored to have been your guide. We hope you feel inspired to create a life filled with limitless success and abundance in loving partnership with the cosmos. Please show your support by liking this video, commenting with your insights, and subscribing to Success Attraction Formula.